method. Now it is time to accept input from an input file. So for this we need to go and create a new file, okay, to create a new script, and it's going to be count line from input file, okay, .py. So right over here I am going to write the script so it reads the content of the file that is here, and it will count the number of line and then print it for me. So for doing this, again, I am going to use the sys, okay, so I will import that. Sys is a standard library for Python, and then let's create a function. This function is going to be count lines from file, okay. So here we are going to have an input or argument, so it's going to be name, okay, file name, and let's go have the total lines. So the total lines is going to be 0 right now with open. So now I'm going to open the file, okay. You don't know how to open the file, don't be worried, we will be having a separate section about this. We will cover how to read, write content of a file, okay, as file. So here the thing I'm doing is I'm using open method here to open a file. What is the file? Okay, it's the file name, and then I'm opening this as R mode. R means read. So right now I'm reading this and I am aliasing this, okay, as file. So right now this file contains the file data, okay, when I open it. And down here let's use a for loop here for line in file, okay. So this for loop will go through the file and then read each of those line, and I'm going to count the line number. So I will be having the total lines and I'm going to increment that by 1, okay. So and here we can return that, okay. So total lines. Now that I return that and that is done, okay, this is the function that finished, and here let's use if name is equal to main, then let's use an if statement here, and I'm going to check for the length of that, okay. If len of sys dot argv is not equal to number 2, then let's print a statement here. So here I'm going to add the usage. Let's say Python count lines from, okay, it's line from file.py, and then I can add the file name here. So file name. Perfect. Now this will print this, okay, Python count line this and then the file name. And down here I can exit this, okay. So let's use sys.exit and let's add number 1 here. Okay, so what else can we do? I'm going to go out of this if here, and let's go with input file. It is equal to sys.argv and add 1 here. So the result, okay, it's a new variable that we just created, is equal to, so we have the count lines from file, and I'm going to give the input file to this. So what is the input file? The input file is right over here that we just got it, okay, and down here we can print that, okay, how easy it is. So let's format this, and it is going to be total lines is going to be result. Okay, this will give me the total lines within a file. So now I use Control S here and I move back to a new terminal and then cd to input, use Python. And how can I run this? Okay, now I can use just Python and the name of the file, which is count line. Okay, it's count line from, okay, from input.py, and then we have the name of the file, which is example.txt. Let's hit enter, and you see it is telling me that total line is equal to 3. You know, the simple file, when we run simple files, we don't use any input. We just write Python and then count. For example, if I want to run this one, okay, this file, we just write it like this. Okay, we just write Python and the name of the file. Okay, we don't accept any input, anything. But now in this case, it is different. Okay, we also give the example.txt that I want this script to count number of line within this text, within this text file. Okay, let's hit enter, and you see still we are getting this error. Okay, so Python. Okay, it's because of Python. Okay, it must be Python like this. And you see it is giving me total line is equals to 3.